No audio. Hello.
Okay, good morning. Am I audible?
No. Yes.
Okay, okay. Good morning, all the participants. A warm welcome from Chemical Engineering Department, PP Savani University. First of all, I would like to thank all the participants for the kind registration in this webinar, Campus to Career, Qualities for Professional Success, a practical overall. I would like to just introduce the Chemical Engineering Department, PP Sawan University in a short. Department of Chemical Engineering, PP Sawan University is established in 2017, affiliated to the Deemed University, PP Savani Knowledge City, which is one of the renowned department and college in the South Gujarat region. The department right now has an intake of 60 students in the first year and students of D2D entry in second year of intake 12. In the last 3 years, department has received a grant of 1.40 lakhs from Government of Gujarat for organizing various seminars, workshops, conferences with the support of the PP Savani University management. Currently, department has five faculty members qualified and experienced, having their PhD degrees or pursuing PhD from various reputed institutes like IITs, NITs, GTU, and which brings the department a wealth of expertise to maintain a vibrant teaching, learning, and research-oriented environment. The department right now has the 10 laboratories having more than 100 equipments costing nearly to 1.2 crores. And our departmental laboratories are enriched with various pilot plants to cater the need of the undergraduate. Some of the features of the department are we are organizing 2 industrial visits per semester, 2 expert talks, one from IIT, NIT, and one from industry per semester, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and 3 month industrial training after second year, third year, and 8 semester respectively. Student startup projects SSIP funding for the student to develop the innovative idea is already implemented. Various online courses like NPTEL, Swayam is open for the student to make them adequate with the IIT faculties. Industry experts are teaching some of the courses in the department to make the student exposed to the real industrial world of the industry, connecting to the theory. Department has also done some of the MOUs
Aladuna.
with the various companies for the placement, training, and other activities. Department has also started the IICHE student chapter with the help of Ankleshwar Regional Center, Bharuch. And under that, we are organizing various activities too. Our students are participating in various international, national, and local conferences for the paper, poster, and various presentations. Many students are currently working on the inbuilt projects like petcoke, coal, nanofiltration, drying characteristics, biofuel, catalysis, pyrolysis, and so on. So this is what the introduction to our university and the department. Now I would like to introduce our expert of today's webinar, Mr. Sunil I. Thakkar. Mr. Thakkar has completed his graduation in chemical engineering from Maharaja Sayaji Rao University, MSU, Vadodara in the year 1981. Mr. Thakkar has wide experience of 38 years in the field of operations, projects, and so on. Right now, sir is serving as a chairman of IICHE Indian Institute of Chemical Engineers, Ankleshwar Regional Center, and vice president of Bharuch District Management Association, BDMA. We welcome you, sir, to this webinar. And now I would like to request Thakkar sir to please share his knowledge on today's topic. Please, sir.
Good morning, dear students and other interested friends. This webinar is focusing chemical engineering students and fresh engineers about to enter their professional life. However, majority of the points can be equally important for any fresh entrant to the professional career. Few days before, I attended an interesting webinar. The QA session was very participative and students asked many questions, which made me realize difficulties and dilemmas of students about career. Also, while interviewing students for, for uh, while interviewing students for project work as external examiner in some institutes, I noticed limitations and dilemmas of students during vocational training, as they are missing very important opportunity of their career. I thought to guide them for my bit. When it comes to guiding others, it is favorite pastime, isn't it? It is favorite pastime of everybody to advise, and I am no exception. Still, don't worry, give it a chance. It is having practical essence of my 38 years long professional life experience. Of course, some qualities herein are theoretical and known to you, but after understanding with examples, you may become a bit more serious, which will help you chart a mental picture of your development path, which will be useful. Going through this, you may feel when you listen to total presentation, you will feel you have to acquire a difficult status of Sarvagun Sampanna or Batris Lakshana to work in industry. No, friends, it's not difficult. All is not bad in the industry. All is not very strict in the industry. There are fun moments like small birthday parties in a small group you can do, meetings with tea and snacks, fitness gyms, sports, etc. You get extra knowledge through your colleagues gathering, your small group meetings or from gathering groups of your plant, and support with knowledge, with support through group discussions for stocks, study courses, government processes, and so on. You also get opportunity to travel domestic, sometimes abroad, meeting various vendors and consultants, which will develop your personality. I still remember when I was a trainee, we used to make ice cream using the liquid nitrogen available in the plant. So those are the funny moments. So those kind of fun is always available in the industry. Surely, you cannot get good career start if you submit very bright horoscope. Based on horoscope, you are not chosen. In place of shining resume, you have to have shining resume and you have to prove your mettle to be selected and work in the industry. What we will see in this presentation, we'll study major differences of campus and professional life, career choices and selection. There are many choices for chemical engineer and how to select. Basic qualities required by industry for selection, for passing the interview like. And after entry, what are the qualities sought after by the industry? Then you have industrial exposure in the form of vocational training and other things, how to utilize that maximum, those points, what you should observe there, and then as advisory notes for success. Friends, campus, you have movement which is very free, comparatively free. You are on your own, starting from bath, brush, and clothing. People won't tell you like that. But when you are in industry, you have to follow rules and company discipline. So that is the first difference. In campus, you can go to canteen, can bunk sometimes and all that. Of course, there are some serious strict institute nowadays like PP Savani. Next is your accountability in campus is limited to exams. Whatever you do, exams will reciprocate. While in career, you are responsible for everything and there will be results for that. your actions results in campus will be evident in exams or submissions like that. You are responsible for that, and nothing beyond that. That responses come during exams and all that. Your professor won't punish you instantly or like that. While in a campus career, professional career, your actions can be affecting seriously to yourself as well as man and machinery in the plant. So you should be very careful while doing any act in the industry. You are always observed by your higher ups, and results will come in the form of promotion and other things. The efforts required in the campus are, see, many times you do two days work for the exam and you pass. You do last night work and you submit your submissions. While in career, you have to do every day is a new day and you have to work hard. Your surroundings are normally in campus surroundings are same as friends or 1 or 2 years similar friends. You have similar thinking pattern, and so low stress. While in career, you you have very different age groups which you have to tackle, and there's a different mindset also. Support system is good in career because your campus, because your friends are helping support you. You can take tuitions and everything. You can take help of professors. While in career, you are independent entity. There is a competitive atmosphere surrounding, so you are on your own and you have to work accordingly. Now, something about chemical engineering industries, industrial in India, like and chemical engineering. Chemical engineering is the lifeline of all living chains. As you know, for human beings, it facilitates life from waking up in the morning, you brush, paste, or clean water, up to the bed in the evening, bed in the night, and that is your mattresses are made of foam from TDI. Uh, in between, cosmetics, perfumes, drugs, decor, food processing, food storages, items made from plastic, metals, rubber, everything use chemical engineering. The industrial growth in India is thankful. Professor P.C. Ray was there, and he established Bengal Chemicals and Pharma. This is the initial phase of chemical industry in 1892. And after that, there's a Alembic at Vadodara by Bhailal Bhai Amin. And then there was a development. Assam refinery was set up in 1901. Today, the Indian chemical industry ranks 6th in the world, and the market size in India, chemicals market size is 178 billion US dollar. Chemical engineering job opportunities growth is projected as 6% for decade of 2018 to 28, but this is pre-COVID estimate. The figures, the diagram shows the various industries location in India, of course. Friends, first stage of the selection process in your life is the institute selection. You have done it and not bothering now for you. It is not bothering you now. But one thing you should always remember that many people think that top ranked institute is said to be of help for the entry in good company. Friends, good is a relative term and normally referred as government or big. But let me clarify that even a person in a smaller company might grow to higher ranks very fast, and in a big company, person follows laid down norms of policy, so he may be lagging behind after few years. As you grow in the profession, wherever you are, academic institute of graduation matters less and less. Ultimately, it remains as an alumni reference only. In the long career, rather than big or small company, your qualities matters for career success. Now, let us see what are the choices in chemical engineering. There are plenty of choices in chemical engineering, starting from design or engineering consultancy. Like big companies like Linde, Ude, Toyo consulting firms are there. There are plenty of small engineering firms are also there. So that is one. Then you can work as an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur, you need not be very dashing or having a very good financial backup and all things. Not necessary. Nowadays, government is helping a lot, and there are many startup incentives also. So you can take example of air conditioner in helmet. I was just reading one of the WhatsApps. Then mitti freeze. Then carbon based battery in lieu of lithium ion. So you go on. Audible? Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Sir,
Okay.
should I present that slides?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, just wait, sir. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are many. I mean, you should have strong observation around, and you should be able to find out proper product and go ahead with that. Next.
Sir, which slide? Just you just
Slide,
let me
slide,
know.
slide. Next slide.
Uh,
Yeah,
which slide?
next. One more. Yeah. This one. Correct. Yeah. So there are many things. You must have seen that. No. Please back. Yeah. You must have seen that PM how Paytm was started. The founder he happened to attend one seminar on mobile network, and from there he got idea. He was not comfortable with his job, and from that seminar, one idea struck, and he started Paytm. So entrepreneurship can also is one of the avenues. Then finance, you can go a bank, investment bankers, insurance, project costing, loans, and other things. They require chemical engineers for evaluations. Then cross-functional. It is a you can be a chemical engineering with chemical engineering background. You can be instrumentation fellow also. There will software companies for DCS and PLCs used in the running continuous running plants. Then programming related to your field, inspection agencies, then medical equipment. This is a cross-functional. Then comes system expert. You can be a system expert and take it as your career path, like EHS, ISO, OSA, Six Sigma, HAZOP. Then you can be a surveyor, auditor, chartered engineer, etc. It can some of them can be a parallel also. With as you study chemical engineering, parallelly you can do some course, and then after some experience you can adopt this career as an additional income, and subsequently as a pure career path. Off the line, there are many examples who has not done who has after chemical engineering study who has gone to a totally different area like stock broking or other businesses, media, IFS, IPS, politics. Xi Jinping. Who doesn't know Jinping? Everybody knows nowadays. So he is a chemical engineer. That is politics. IAS officer, gas officer, GS, general administrative. Sports, Shrikant and Harsha Bhogle, they are chemical engineers. Then acting, Karan Grover is a chemical engineer. Forensic analysis, that is a criminal field, etc. Then developing fields like biotechnology and biomedical also always. Nanotechnology, aerospace, nuclear, mining, automotive, and so many factors. Alternative energies with the diminishing energy sources of petroleum, etc. You can have alternative energy sources, which is a bright field in the future. Then comes your industry life. That is the main crux where majority of the chemical engineers are absorbed. And industry, you can have petroleum, fertilizer, many sectors, chloralkali, specialty chemicals. Now you have a question, what is the specialty chemicals? So there is a diagram besides, which shows rubber chemicals, paints, and many construction chemicals, all other chemicals, they are specialty chemicals. Then within the company also, you have many departments like operations, project, corporate planning, technical services, which is considered to be blue-eyed ladies. Then design and construction, monitoring, EHS, material handling, utilities, and many departments which you can go as per your choice and company's requirement. Then there are fields like research. You can go to abroad for higher studies or job as per your convenience. Then military, government jobs, teaching, training and tuition classes, very lucrative field. Marketing and purchase, that is material handling. Formulation expert, there are many formulation experts which like your foams or mattresses, then your car dashboards. There are specific formulations required, and there you are required. Then distilleries, they need people who can relate operations parameters with the whiskey testing. So you can be of that job also, you can take up. Then there are specialized technology like plastic, ceramic, rubber, polymer, food, pharma, dyes, paints, etc. Now there are so many fields, you are getting confused. There are so many fields of chemical engineering which to select. Nobody can advise you for that. You are the best judge, but still I'll try to give some criteria for that. OYO founder Ritesh Agrawal, what he used to tell in one of the seminars, that he told that what I do from to select from the long list, I weed out the fields in which I am totally not interested or least interested. So there, after removing that list, you have a small list and you have a better selection from that. So you can adopt that. Consider that no field is better or inferior, friends. And if all the fields explained before, they have every field has some advantages and some disadvantages. But one thing is sure, whichever field you take, you should be expert like Mary Kom or PV Sindhu. Selection of the field is entirely based on your liking, your nature, or your interest. It should be backed by your inherent qualities. Assess your strengths and weaknesses neutrally. No other person knows you better. You can select sting your liking. All the above fields, they have some positive, some negative. I'll explain some of them. And they need some specific skill set which may be difficult to develop if not inherent. See, for marketing, you need to have a knack for traveling. You should be extrovert. You should have flair of personality and language. For teaching, you should have first liking to be a teacher, then theoretical approach, students dealing. You know how students are. You all are students, so student dealing is an important factor. Then, if you are in industry, you might have to work in shifts. You have to deal with the manpower of different mindsets. You have to take quick, confident decisions. If you are in design, you should be meticulous. You should be a detailing fellow, studious, and software savvy. If you are auditor, you should have strong observations, written and verbal expertise. If you are entrepreneur, you should have good contacts. You should have knack of finance, multiple qualities of marketing, purchase, government system handling, worker handling, etc. Your basic nature, ambitions, confidence, and knowledge should lead the selection. Many people don't have confidence to take responsibility, so they should select the field where they are individually responsible for some work. That kind of natures are also available. When you decide a specific field, you should select and prepare for that while you are studying. Many of the courses should do parallel. You should read a lot of from the net, and you should attend seminars. You should be in touch with field experts and avail possible chances of discussions. Next criteria for selection is your merit. Your merit can limit your selection. I mean, Abhishek Bachchan can't dream to be a Amitabh Bachchan. You know that. So you should select as per your merit, choose accordingly and realistically. Next is gauge future trend and discuss with seniors. Like, what is the future trend of the industry? Like when we graduated, there was a chance of Narmada Dam being built up. So people selected civil engineering. So they could get the job immediately. So like computer field, when IT was developing, you can go for that and you can select. Here also nowadays, Internet of Things is a developing field. So you should select accordingly. So that is the future trend you should see. Then comes family background, which can give a big buoyancy in your career. Like Arjun Tendulkar, you can see, or Akash Ambani, or Ranbir Kapoor for acting field. you should select that field if you have little bit interest, but then you don't have to work much and you can really get a success in that after the little work. But here also, once you initial phase, it gives your buoyancy, but then you should float on your own. You should have skill for that. Like Kumar Gaurav or Tushar Kapoor, they had biz, but they couldn't success. Then comes the scale up or growth opportunity for the field you select or in a company you select. That should be which is the promoting group, which is the product strength that you should see. Then comes which area you want to settle. Like there are some family limitations, your own limitations. You should not leave city, you should not leave Gujarat, like that. So accordingly, you should select which is the industry in that area, and accordingly you should prepare yourself. Then comes you should not depend on your friends. Like four friends are there, so I should select that. No. Then relatives. You should not go for relative advice. My own example. After my B, I joined IIT Mumbai for MTech study, and then people advise me, my friends, relatives, they advise me that commissioning experience is much better than doing MTech. MTech, you'll end up in the teaching profession, which I was not interested much. So this advice, and so I left IIT, and I'm repenting till now. So this you should not select firms with the loose policies or excessive freedom until unless your nature permits. Then which stage of the company you are entering? If it is new, then you should have better growth chances, and you can get your experience of commissioning or new stage also. So that also you should consider. So after that, these are the very important factors which helps you to decide which segment you should select. Next comes once their interview process. After selection of the field, wherever you, if you are going for the interview or if you are selecting which in the which are the basis on which interview the company selects you. So some factors, I would start with the common qualities. These are the qualities which are very important to get selected. So first is academic qualification. There's a lot of noise. I say, hello, sir.
Yes,
There's
sir.
a lot of noise coming. Disturbing. That
Okay.
disturbing.
Okay. Okay. Sir.
Huh. So so this common qualities, first is your academic qualification, age, selection test you should be passing, and then experience if required. Second is your communication skills, very very important. Communication skills, again it is a verbal, that is your tone. Somebody tells you meet tomorrow, and somebody says can we please meet tomorrow. The difference you can find. Then there is a conversation words. If you are in a professional meeting and if you are using the 10 lakhs, then the impression is lower. They are saying 1 million. They are talking in terms of million and billion. One of my operator, he was very obedient and like that. But verbally, he was telling me two, because he was from South Gujarat, deep South Gujarat, where they normally use word two, which in our normally we say tame, but unknown people will get offended. But that you should use carefully what are the words you are using. Then fluency and punctuations. I'll give you examples later. Then there are non-verbal things, communication things. First is gestures. One of my professor was nearing both the hands, like while telling that verbally. Apparently, he was telling that gas expands, but he was taking both the hands near. So opposite to the what he was speaking. That kind of things should not be there. Your facial, eye, body, all movement or gestures are seen closely. Then listening is a very important skill. If you don't listen, you will be surrounded by the people who have to say nothing. Then language proficiency, you find some examples in the pictures. Language proficiency is very important to articulate your thoughts and ideas clearly and effectively. Then clarity and conviction. You should be very clear on what you write. One of the companies, they have a LTC norm that you can travel 1,000 kilometers in the radius of 1,000 kilometers. And one of the mischievous person, he started from next station, from here to Miyagam to Vadodara, that kind of ticket, and he expanded the bills so high that people were worried that how to handle this. But legally he was correct. So when you are tying LTC rules, that 1,000 kilometers straight single ticket and shortest route, that kind of things. So this is the example. Then comes your conviction. Then is the presentation skill is very important nowadays. Then comes discipline, then integrity and moral conduct. These are the very important factors. Then clarity and confidence of thinking. I have experienced that during question in some interviews, I used to ask, what are your positive points? What is notable work? What are weaknesses, life targets? But people were not able to answer. In spite of they know everything, but they have not a clear picture in their mind and they could not speak. That is a confidence of thinking and telling. That is important. Then comes your technical depth. You should have some minimum technical depth. You are not required to remember all the formula or concepts, but uh, general technical depth has to be there. Like if I ask you what is the formula for water, you will say H2O. Then what is the formula for water vapor? Then you get confused. These kind of things should not be there. Then comes after these basic qualifications, basic criteria of the selection, then comes what are the detailed criteria once you are entering a field career. Then what are the qualities sought by the your superiors or your bosses? First is habit of detailing. You should have a habit of detailing everything, whatever the assignment comes to you. I have doing my work. I had to select a drum for say ethyl acetate, but then when I went into details, there are so many things in simple drum. You will not imagine that what is the chemical for sealing for top and bottom things so that it doesn't start leaking. What are the conversions? What are the tastes and so many things. So habit of detailing is very important. You should have analyzing ability, decision making, and problem solver. You should not have a cobra effect. You know in Delhi there were so many cobras in ancient days. The people then they declared some incentive for killing a cobra and bringing. So there were people were used to bring cobras and taking the incentive. But after some time, they found that cobra population is increasing. Why? That for the money, incentive money, people used to breed cobras. So it has had a ripple effect. So these things, you are missing vital thing when you decide something. That should not be there. You should be able to resolve problems in optimized way from various alternatives. Solutions should be sound and fast with all-round perspectives. There could be many solutions for a single problem, and reason could be one, but result could be one, but reasons can be many. Say pump having giving less flow, that is a single result, but that it has many reasons, and you should be able to find it out and pinpoint. Then comes your initiative. You should have a initiative for any work. You should not be idle. If somebody doesn't call you, it doesn't mean that you should keep idle sitting. You should have initiative. You should come out. Like the figure besides, it says if initiative means it is placed at 1, a slight initiative of 0, 1 for 365 days, a figure gives a figure, and slight less 0.01 for 365 days gives a figure. Both figures have a difference of 1200 times, just difference of 0.01. So you should be very proactive in your approach. Then comes planning and scheduling. Planning and scheduling, you capabilities you must have. There are softwares also available. Planning of various activities, shutdown and budgeting, everything, scheduling that which activity will end when, and for that, what are the limiting factors, everything you should be able to do it. So that is one. Then you should have leadership and team building. You know that you have to be a good leader for working in the industry. The sketch shows, the diagram shows Ratan Tata, and you see from figure that how he is considered to be a best leader. There has to be a controversial and non-controversial decisions which you should be able to take. Next is professionalism, adaptability, and accessibility. Adaptability is a very important factor for working in the industry. Uh, you should be a professional. Professional means you should be into very variety of personal qualities and behavior that demonstrate commitment and confidence and for performance. So, friends, you have many important decisions to take, and you should be professional in that. The surrounding in your industry and of the industry also keep on changing. Your boss, your subordinate, the philosophy of operation, strategy of company, everything goes on changing, and you should not get disturbed by the changes. Yeah, if you some policies may not be favoring you, but you should be adaptive and professional, so that you and never get frustrated for long term benefits. You should be very selective in your behavior. You should not respond to that. Otherwise, it is a long-term damage to your career. You should be able to work outside your comfort zone. So that is your adaptability. And you should be very ready for taking up any assignment your boss gives that will help you in long. Then comes time management. You should not be wasting 80% of time for 20% importance. Sorry. Then come, you should have for time management, first thing first, prioritization and delegation of work are very important. Then comes multifaceted responsibility. You must have multifaceted responsibility. As you grow in the organization, you have to negotiate, you have to work. Sorry, you have to work. See, in my career, I have to work with many. As a project engineer, I have to work in a variety of work, like nominating a shipping agency. What chemical engineer has to do with the shipping agency? But as you go into, there are many aspects you have to consider. And you should be able to tackle that. You have to deal with the government agencies like Pollution Control Board or PESO, Petroleum Safety, and all that. You should be able to work with the consultants, foreign consultants, and all that. So HR, finance, negotiations, everything. You have to have multifaceted responsibility. You should not get confused like the figure given besides. That is 2024. There are many possibilities of answering, but you should be able to select the right one. You should be able to select the right one and timely. So that is your multifaceted. Your health is very important. Without health, you cannot be successful because you should be always worrying for your health and you cannot work freely. So health is very important. Friend, remember that you have an example of Shikhar Dhawan or Michael Jackson. They were very successful, but health constrained them for many activities. Friends, you know that industry wants you as a ready to use product, instant recipe. The academics institute, as per NYE Singapore, where I had opportunity to visit, they were telling that we send engineers as a change agent who are ready. They go to the industry and immediately they change the existing things. They bring in improvements. So that kind of person you should be when you are going to the industry after finishing your academics. Next comes your vocational training or your industrial exposures. After study of theory, Next slide, next slide, please. After study of your industrial, of study of theories, vocational training is an important step which needs to be cashed by every student, but majority fails as per assessment. I have interviewed many students, and ultimately I was not satisfied. One gets busy, student gets busy in copy pasting project report, which is seldom read. It is no fault of student as they lack awareness of what to observe in the industry. Let me give practical tips for vocational training, what to observe, or fresh engineers in that sense. First is when you walk in the industry, when you go to the industry, the question is why, if, and how. They are very important questions. Suppose there's a temperature of a reactor, then you should suppose x degree temperature there is to be maintained. Then first question you should should come to in your brain is why that x, why that only that temperature. If high, what happens? If low temperature maintained, what happens? And how the temperature is maintained? These questions must come to your mind and get answer for that. That is very important. For any parameter or any observation, you should ask these three questions. Then you should see, observe safety arrangements, very important for present scenario of the industry, chemical industry in particular. You should safety scenarios. This is not only PPEs. In many of my interviews, if I ask safety questions, they immediately ask PPEs. That wear safety shoes, wear helmet. This is safety is not only PPEs. Installation of different storages like breathers. There are breathers, nitrogen blanketing, diet wall, automatic sprinkler, deluge systems. There are many safety installations there. You should observe that and see that how it is helping. If you go to plant area, there are fire alarms, safety valves, rupture discs, TRVs, thermal relief valves, control interlocks, detectors, wind shocks, everything you should observe. There are mitigating equipments. What are they? You should know safety procedures like permit systems and all that. And take note of all these things. Then you should study laboratory analysis, which is ignored by any intern or vocational training and all this. Because laboratory analysis is not chemical engineering, they'll say. But laboratory analysis is the heart. From laboratory analysis only, you control your plant. So it is very important. You should have create a habit, develop a habit to see laboratory analysis and compare it with the plant parameters. There are when I see laboratory analysis, I saw different waters. You may not be knowing, but in industry there are more than 10 kind of water. You can see raw water, filter water, service water, fire water, DM water, BFW, treated water, and all that. There are more than 10 different kind of water. So this you should laboratory analysis you should definitely study. Observe constructional features of all the equipments from outside and whenever they are opened from inside. They are very important to get the idea of how it works. Then comes how the piping is laid, how supports are given, how bends are given. So piping and equipment arrangement for pump. Suppose if you see a pump during your vocational training, what is the provision at pump suction? There will be a reducer near pump suction. How it is installed? Then there will be a suction valve, there will be discharge valve, there will be a strainer, there will be a pressure gauge, where they are. There will be NRV, where they are. There will be vent, there will be drain, where they are and how they work. So that you should definitely see that all constructional features. Then material of construction for different chemicals. Then use your senses when you are in training. Of course, with plant guidance also, you should not touch everywhere because there's a safety features, safety anxieties. So, but you should try to develop your senses. You should, which are the perfect instruments. You should feel temperature. You should touch and see what is the temperature. See, up to 60 degree, you can just touch and remove your hand. So below that you can touch comfortably and like that. So you should feel the temperature. Then you should be able to guess what should be the temperature around, approximate, of course. The smell of chemicals, the estimating flow quantity. When you see the dewatering pump is discharging with the flow pattern, you should be able to see, guess that how this is the flow. Then you should be able to feel the vibrations. You should feel vibrations and see the reading that this is the abnormal vibration. Then sound levels also, of course. Then what are the environment and energy reduction features of the plant that you should see, try to study. Then comes you should study and interpret drawings like P&I diagrams, equipment drawings, layout drawings, plot plan, etc. Then comes management information, MIS reports, management information reports. Then comes documents for ISO stuff, that also you should study. So these are the main important features which you should study while you are in the plant or specifically for vocational training, which is not done by students. The other suggestions I'll give that all technical plans normally form experienced have experienced staff which who have very little time to explain to you. So what you should see or when you are in the plant, you should not be expecting ready like teachers giving in the university or college. The response is not readily available in the company. There will be rules and practices of the organization that you should follow. The spoon feeding will not be there in the industry. You have to request them and show your curiosity and interest. Then only at leisure time they will explain. For them to make explaining, you should be establishing good relations with them. Say by your friendly nature, by helping them in your routine activities wherever possible. See, for bosses, you can help them in compilation of data, preparing tables and all that, for which they don't have time, but they need for analysis. So these things you should do, by which you can build up good rapport, and then they will help you. They will make you understand the things in the plan. Try to witness important activities, like whenever they open any activity, whenever some inspection fellow comes and take inspection readings, all things you should be in the field, and important meetings you should be try to remain present. So all things you should remain present, then you'll get more knowledge in the plant. Then think your ways and discuss. Like you should not be only a spectator. You also think the problems about problems, and then you analyze it your way, and then at leisure time you discuss with the bosses or colleagues there. Then you have a better insight of the problem and become more acceptable. But all these things has to be with the permission of the plant in charge, plant people. Otherwise it will attract a safety feature. There are examples in the plant that somebody has closed a valve which happened to be a lifeline for a vessel entry. Somebody is working inside the vessel and there is an air line going, and somebody has opened nitrogen valve and closed the air valve. So that has caused a lot of difficulties. So you should not be touching anything and work under the guidance of the plant people only. So now, some advisory notes I give, which are not necessary, which are not looked after by the plant people, but I'll say that you should follow and you should train yourself accordingly. You should be first is be patient in professional career. In spite of adverse condition, you should be very patient in your career. Wherever you find something not acceptable, you should put up in a dignified way and wait for the good time. You should not expect work to reward result instantly. In fact, many a times in industry it happens that reward for the good work is more work. So you should not be uh, waiting and then result will definitely come. You are always observed and reward will come. Be opportunist for progress. You should be very for if you are transferred to a new location, you should be readily accepting, happily accepting. This is an opportunity to learn new things and be in a good books of your boss, because there if you were good, then your horizons are studied by your bosses and you have a good chance to get promoted. My example, when I was given a chance, I prepared myself during SARS. You know, this is a like pandemic, today's pandemic, but of lower level. There was chance to go to Myanmar for commissioning some plant of their defense ministry. So people were not ready, but with good care and precautions, I was ready. I took that opportunity and I could gain a good experience. So those kind of risk, calculated risk, you should be able to take. You should be able to take new assignments, and this opportunist, being opportunist, is a necessary thing. Then networking is very important for success in the professional life. Uh, the rapport building can happen by participating in various activities of your college, even religion, their professional fora like IICHE, Indian Institute of Chemical Engineers, BDMA, Bharuch District Management Association, Rotary, Sports Gymkhana even, or any such. If you participate in other things, you have a good chance of networking. Be connected with world while increasing your sphere. Next is do not get timid by your weaknesses. If you have weaknesses speaking on the dais, you should try to ignore that and try to develop it. There are many cases where, who cannot speak. One of the interviews, the student could not speak a single word. You should not land into such situation. You should be able to talk freely. You should be not having any weakness. If you find any weakness, you should try to fight it out. Then always do your homework. Prepare yourself for any exposure, small or big. You should do some homework for unenvisaged questions and all that, big or small, like preliminary exams of the board. It is a rehearsal. You should do some mock test and be ready. Next advisory is you should develop your general knowledge. Regular reading of newspaper, books, information, net, WhatsApp even nowadays. Then mythology also. I'll give you some example that I happen to be with Canadian delegation before 3 or 4 months, and during our travel, they they were discussing things about Second World War. So if I don't know anything about that, I have to keep myself mum, and I cannot develop rapport with them. During commissioning of one of the plants, German consultant was there, and looking to a photo, he asked me why that there is a elephant head on the god of your god in that picture. That was Lord Ganesha, you know. So I explained how there was an elephant head on the Lord Ganesha, and he was very happy with that. We later developed a very good relations. So you should know Ramayana, Mahabharata, and all that. These things help while you are dealing with the foreign delegates in specific. You should develop additional skills like vocal, music, mimicry, sports, drama, whatever, yoga, even painting, whatever. That will give you extra mileage and you will outshine in many of the activities, and that helps you. You should study additional courses while studying, like SAP, safety, environment, possible personality development, marketing, finance, design. There are many courses available. Immediately, it may not seem to be helpful, but at the later part of your career, this will be very helpful because you have to handle a vast quality of areas, and or you can be transferred to different areas for promotions and all that. You are looking after overall company work. So in these cases, it will be very helpful. Artificial AI, artificial intelligence, and IoT, Internet of Things, are concepts are very developing nowadays, and you should be knowledgeable about that. So, lastly, I have spoken many things, and lastly, I'll just tell you that for professional success, you need not be a topper, friends. You need not be a topper, but should definitely possess many of the qualities. Many of the qualities. You can find many successful people with low academic grades. You take example of Akshay Kumar, Sandeep Maheshwari, everybody knows. Kailash Katkar, the quick will drop out after 10. Quick will founder, Kailash Katkar. They were not toppers, but still they could be very successful. A recipient of only passing marks is now IAS officer in Gujarat. So you can see that there are many examples where you need not be topper. You should not feel shy if you are not a topper in your academics, but the qualities in you will take you to success career. बस आप में वो कीड़ा होना चाहिए साहब. Example I give you from my batch 1981 batch, the first rank in chemical engineering topper. He did after chemical engineering, he went to USA and did business of electronics, no chemical engineering. Second rank, he was a chemical engineering professional and top officer in one of the companies. Third rank, become entrepreneur, establish a chemical industry, but failed miserably and presently hand to mouth. Fourth rank, he died because of train disease. I ended up as a GM in a semi-government company. Friends, working in a big company is like riding in a bullet train. You don't know whether you are going at a very fast speed or train. Whether you are going fast speed or train, you are just sitting still. So that kind of in big company it happens. So next, after people, colleagues after me, they joined Swaminarayan sect and moving all around the world for services. The next one, he joined a medium scale company and become highly paid CEO. He is a top chief executive officer above all. So these things happen in career. So that you should be able to take. Crazy dreams, tough efforts, challenge yourself are the keywords. Even your physical limitations cannot stop you to become a successful in your career. Arunima Sinha, who was first female amputee who went to Mount Everest. There are many examples who, in spite of being handicapped, they got success. The game is remaining present physically and mentally at right time, at right place, and rightly equipped. Last caution, friends, wherever you are, wherever or not, whether you have or not all the virtues, fully prepared, a moment, sorry friends, your physical, whether or not you have all virtues fully prepared, be fully prepared, a moment of interview can stop you from getting a success in spite of you being fully prepared. And such incidents teach you handling failures graciously, which will be a very useful in your all walks of your life. Friends, yesterday I was observing TV and a Chichore dialogue of late Sri Sushant Singh. It was saying that success dealing सबने बताया, मुझे सक्सेस डीलिंग सबने बताया, पर फेलियर कैसे डील करना वो किसी ने नहीं बताया. So failure dealing with the failure is very important, friends. That moment will pass. Your strength is sure to bring success the next day. So handle the failures temporarily. Those are temporary failures, and you will definitely success next day. Thank you, friends. This is all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you,
sir.
Such a wonderful presentation. Now this discussion is open. The participants can ask their queries or can put up the question. Just unmuting himself and just ask verbally, please. Participants can put up the question verbally also to Thakkar sir. Or you can put up the question on the chat. I'll just let Thakkar sir know for your query. So I think yes. Okay. I think the Thakkar sir has nicely explained. Okay, one question is there. Thakkar sir, able to see
Yeah.
the chat?
Please, no, please, 1 minute.
Just check the chat.
One, yeah. Yeah, the question is, can you please extend your advice on how will be the career in management in chemical engineering?
Chemical engineering, how to
How
approach?
to approach it? Yes. See, uh, you meaning industrial management sort of thing? Chemical engineering management, I don't know, but industrial management, and after doing the BE chemical, you can be a you can do management study, and then that's it. So that is, of course, it is a higher education, and definitely have a good career. It is good for, definitely very good for entrepreneur, if you are in working, you want to work as an entrepreneur. And then management study, that will be helpful as you grow up. Initially, there are many chemical companies, more than chemical companies. There are Ernst and Young or Price Water Cooper House, on those kind of big houses, advising houses. They employ management graduates, and you will definitely get a good job there. They are highly paid, and they with chemical engineering background for their many assignments of fields related to chemical engineering and management. So that is there are scopes for that.
Okay, I think some questions are there, sir, on the chat.
How to go abroad for job? Oh, there are questions continuously dropping. I think
Okay.
some of the questions you will repeat for me, but one question I could get, how we can go abroad or some sort of thing. 1 minute.
So let me copy and paste again from my side.
Yeah. One question is, meanwhile, say how a nanotechnology engineering student should build their career. See, nanotechnology is a very developing field, which supposed to have a very good prospects. It is of course it is a research base. If you have aptitude for research, you should go for that, and build up of career. Naturally, there are big industries who can hire you for nanotechnology. Particularly, it is good for medical field and construction and other things. So big pharma companies can hire you for nanotechnology expert, for developing their field. Of course, and big process developers, they can also hire you, because your research can help you to reduce the total economy of their product. So big process developers and pharma companies, they can you can have an opening in that.
Can you, to
If
professional
this
success, you need, can you, you please extend your advice on how will be the career in management? Thank you so much for answering. Thank you
I
so
think
much.
one question I am pasting, sir, again
Uh,
from my side.
uh, uh,
This question,
yeah. For professional, which one?
last
Yeah.
question, last. Can
La,
sir help it out some name of the sites where we can help us out with entrepreneurship idea?
I immediately I don't have entrepreneurship idea, but with better than sites, there are many courses or many institutes. They are doing courses for entrepreneurship, including All India Management Association also. Actually, in the old days, we were also trying to have a good entrepreneurship workshop in Bharuch through BDMA, but then it didn't get proper nominations. So, entrepreneurship sites, there are many sites. You type on web and there are many things available. Specific sites, I don't know. Of course, I'll commit that. But uh, I'll advise you to go to some institutes who undertake these courses, and that will give you many examples, many workshops. Workshops are very important for any study. So with that, that will be more inputs and better inputs will be provided, and that I'll definitely advise.
Sir,
If you
still
want,
two questions. Yeah, sir, still two
yeah.
questions are there.
One is
Yes.
how to go abroad for job. See, how to go abroad for job is a difficult directly. You cannot get selected directly for the abroad job. See, there are many multinationals working here. You can work if you are working in one of them, and after some experience, either you can be deputed, or from that you can get a chance for this Middle East and other. I think Wednesday Ascent. This Times of India, you can see there. If there is a uh, appropriate opening, you can apply. That is one. And last thing, you can do some course, say in Canada or somewhere. If you can do some course, and then after that course, they allow some period for working there. And after working there, there could be a chance to settle there also. So these are the different avenues to work abroad.
Sir, one
then,
question from Mayank Sharma, I am pasting. One
Yeah,
question from Mayank Sharma, I am pasting now. Just see.
yeah. What will be the scenario of chemical industry post COVID pandemic? Okay. See, this is only crystal ball grazer can tell it very precisely and correctly. But whatever I have studied, whatever I know, I would say that post COVID and pre COVID, there will not be much difference in the job scenario. I'll give you reasons for that. Uh, there may not be reduction, but there will not be increase also for some period. See, all depends on how the recovery path is there, U-shaped, V-shaped, or L-shaped. See, friends, slight dip in a job scenario for initial phase, because they envisage some 15 to 20% closure of MSMEs. Of course, I don't agree with that, but this is a work or study report by many institutes. So let us agree to with that. That 15 to 20% MSME, to that effect, some minor reduction deep in the job scenario will be there, but by and large, not much reduction. Because of pandemic, there is a one, finance is a big grossly hampered area, and all the companies, big or small, they have to see their financial scenario and reduce the working costs. So they may not employ new engineers, or they may not expand immediately. Expanding anything will take 2 years, because paperwork, and from paper to actual commissioning stage, erection and all that, that will take minimum 2 years post stabilization of KVIT problem. So the non-development of the field will not attract more employment. Also, presently there could be some raw material shortages or raw material flow scenario, because of some people are dependent on China, so flow will be less and all that. The things will be costlier, so cost cutting measures and all that, that will affect immediate scenarios. Then Chinese shifting. People are claiming that Chinese industries will shift, but that I am also not. It is a wish list, I'll say, because Chinese shifting, there are many takers like Taiwan, Vietnam, South Korea, even Bangladesh, and they have lot many choices. So many of them will shift there also. So it depends on Indian government policy how much they will come here, and also uh, what happens to US China links, that only future will say. It is not easy to boycott China that by US and anything, because it is a global scenario, and it will take a whole hell lot of time. Political systems you can never rely. One
Sir,
positive factor, huh? Some 3-4 points are there. One positive factor is the strict norms of environment and safety. Nowadays, there are many accidents occurring. So, government is making compulsory for safety features, and all industries have to employ one safety engineer, which happens to be one for the whole complex and all that. So, more openings for safety practitioners or environment practitioners, so that can help.
okay.
Then come salary could be little reduced level, but chemical engineering is a versatile branch, friends. So they can poke in many fields and get their job. So you should be prepared to work in any field, related field, maybe it computer related, AI, as I said, AI, artificial intelligence, medical, like biotechnology, all these fields, and even pollution control. Earlier, there will used to be a civil engineers heading the complexes of pollution control, waste sewage water treatment or pollution control, particularly government norms. But now chemical engineers are required there. So all these things, you poke into different fields. Don't restrict to only pure chemical engineering. You can be a rubber technologist. You can be a cement technologist. You can be any ceramic technologist. So you find your way and deal with the problem.
Yes,
Next.
sir. Uh, One question is there. I'm pasting, sir. Just copy and paste. One question was there.
Ah, hmm.
Okay. Yes. Uh, so you can see the last data now.
That is like setting up a chemical industry. Question is like setting up a chemical industry, chemical company. Then
Yes,
what?
yes.
You want guidance for that? Hello. So you want some sound is disturbing, right?
Yes, yes. Disturbance. I think I will take the questions, sir, and I'll just let you know, and you can give the answers
Then
to me, and I forward that to
yeah,
the participants.
there's a continuous disturbance.
Yes, yes, yes. I think we will conclude, sir. So,
Uh,
yes. Okay, sir, we would conclude now.
okay, okay.
Okay. So, thank you, sir, for such a nice presentation, and it was really helpful for the current education, or we can say the current final year students or the students who are going to graduate in 2020 or 2020, because they are now having fear of getting the job in the industries, or they are a bit fear about what they are going to do after their graduation and what is the scope of higher studies. So looking to that, it was really great, sir. And thank you for accepting the invitation from Chemical Engineering Department, PP Savani University, on a very short notice. And we are also associated with you, sir, as a IICIG Ankleshwar Regional Center, the department, and with the help of your support only, we are able to conduct so many activities in the department for the students, and our students are also very happy to have such activities on the campus and off the campus. And thank you, sir, for such a
Thank you.
presentation and information. Thank you. So,
I
yes,
1 minute.
yes, sir.
I just when you are referring to chemical engineering job prospects, I'll just add some positive features, just
Yes,
few
sir.
things that see post COVID again. I'm sorry to after Thanksgiving also I am telling few points, but
Yes, sir. Yes.
that after see after post COVID there could be a rebounds of customers. That is what some people write. That rebounds of customers that is a psychological and demand will increase and so as the jobs